If y'all haven't been watching Love Island USA this season, where have you been living? Under a rock! Because my guest today had us locked in since day one, from that Casa Amor elimination fake out to that chaotic heart rate challenge, and yes, a little action in the hideaway. Chelley and Olandria brought the drama, the laughs, and one of the realest friendships we saw all season. But what was really going on in that villa? Are their connections built to last? Seriously, what is the future of Nicolandria looking like? Plus, can every girl truly be a girl's girl? Because some of y'all were looking a little suspect, honey. Chelley and Olandria are fresh out of the villa and ready to spill the tea. So let's get into it. This episode is presented in partnership with Airbnb. Baby, summer's calling, and she's got one thing on her mind: your next getaway. My take? Plan your trip by searching guest favorites on Airbnb, because these most loved homes are ready for your next adventure. Let's get into it. Okay, girls, before I get into everything I want to get into with you guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. Like, am I your first interview?
Yes.
You are.
Yeah!
And thank you for having us.
I'm thrilled. Okay, so you get back to America, you get your phones.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing that you do? You know, do you immediately go online or do you just call your family?
I call my family. I did a group FaceTime.
I don't know. I think I turned it on and everything just started coming in. So I'm like, what is this? So I just click and now I'm seeing all this stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? So then I just hit up my family group chat. And I was like, hey, y'all. And then everyone's like, oh my gosh, you got your phone. So it was both. I was talking to family and looking at what is going on here.
Now, before y'all get to y'all phone and everything, is there like a time period where you talk to any therapists or you're like in between?
Yeah.
Like, what happens? The show ends, you see who wins, then y'all go where?
Well, it was different for both of us because
I know for
yeah,
you, 'cause you guys left.
Yeah, so for me it was
I wasn't feeling it either.
I know.
Yeah. Trust me, I was hurt.
No, I know.
It
I
didn't
was
make any sense.
confused.
Meanwhile,
I was
Hood
like,
and Chris
huh?
are breaking up on the last day.
So I'm like,
it
you
didn't
know
add
what?
up. We'll get to
The
that.
math, but I was ready to go. I was happy to go, to be honest. So, but after that, it was just like, we got to meet with our therapist.
Okay, good.
Then we had to do like some side stuff, and then we were able to get our phones. So they definitely had us talking to our therapist and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So they
Yeah.
kind of prepare you guys. Is there things that they tell y'all not to do? Like, hey, maybe wait on the online, or don't say anything too soon, or kind of teach you how to deal with such the overwhelming influx of
Yeah.
opinions and things?
Yeah, because they made it a point that this year is big. And even, you could have told us that 50,000 times.
We
it
didn't
still
really
wasn't
realize it until
registering.
we came out here.
Exactly.
It was like, bro,
I'm like, what do you mean big? Like, I know last year
I
was
thought
big.
they
What
was
are you
just like
talking about?
hyping us in a villa, like, oh, this is big. Like, y'all
But
keep
when I
doing your
got my
thing.
phone, I'm like,
No,
oh,
this is big for
this is
real.
what y'all talking about. So
Yeah.
they just kept letting us know, like, hey, it is big. If you need time to yourself, take your time to yourself. There's negativity, but there's a lot of love. So make sure you guys are focusing on the love that you see, because there's always going to be trolls. So
Yeah.
it was stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw a lot of racial influx too, which was really tough. It was tough for me and my other fellow Black girls to watch you guys
exactly.
endure some of those things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what did your family say? What was the support of that coming back? Because, we always know racism and stuff, it exists. But when you
They
see...
went extra hard. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Even
I
with the whole
don't.
BuzzFeed thing.
No, yeah.
That was
So
crazy.
that was crazy to me because, like I said, I wasn't seeing everything at first. I just kept seeing, before I even seen the hate, really, I just seen so much people defending us, defending me.
That's right.
And I was just like, I don't even know what was said, but I don't even want to know what was said. But then, like, the BuzzFeed thing popped up, and I'm like, why am I eating a knuckle sandwich? Like, what'd I do to y'all? I'm confused.
Oh, that's what you was talking to me
Yeah,
about.
I was like,
eating a knuckle
like, why would y'all
sandwich.
give me that? And there was just so much other stuff where it was just like, where is this
Yeah.
even coming from? Like, how did it even get to this? Because on the inside, we have a whole different life than what is
Yeah.
out there. So it's like, I really don't understand what made y'all think that we were these mean girls and this and that and all this stuff. My family, they obviously were very devastated to see. I just was happy to see so many people support. So even seeing you always standing up for us and speaking for us, like, that really meant a lot. Because I'm like, yo, y'all don't understand. I love her. So to see my favorites, like, defending us and stuff just means the world. Because it's like, you guys are Black women as well, too. And really speaking and using your voice means a lot, not only to me, but a lot of people who were supporting us and rocking with us. So I was just happy to see
even though
that.
you guys are having an authentic life experience, maybe you're not performing and entertaining, you're still representing.
No,
And
absolutely,
I
yeah.
think that you represent it very, very well. One thing I love so much about you, Olandria, on the show, especially seeing your journey, was like, in the beginning, it's like, okay, she's quiet, she's not doing too much, she's reserved. And I wasn't sure if that was you or that was just you carrying the weight of being this Black girl on this show.
For sure.
But one thing I really loved, and we'll get into the depths of all of it, but there was a moment where you kind of really stepped outside of yourself, outside of what a lot of times Black women, we're not allowed to be, like, vulnerable and say, hey, I want this, I want you. Immediately we're told we're weak or it's seen as soft, but it's like you own that moment. No matter what happened with you and Taylor, you own the moment of saying, I want you. I'm going for this. And that meant a lot to me because we do not get to do that. We always got to be so like, and at the end of the day, come to the curb.
Yeah.
It's like,
that was me prior to the
That's
experience.
too much.
That was me prior to coming into the villa. So I kind of just wanted to come into this experience with a different angle. I was like, you know what, Olandria? Like, don't come in here with old habits.
Yeah.
Let's try to progress and move forward. And obviously, me doing that, like, now I feel like because I'm like, what did I do that for? But it's just like,
no.
I don't know.
It made me mad, the outcome. Like, it made so many of us angry. But I was like, I hope people still can see that that's how we should come and live in our truth. Because you have no regrets. Yeah. Because you know you put everything you have forward. And so I really wanted to applaud you for that because we have to see that. We have to see each other go for it, no matter where it goes. Now, let's talk about the beginning. What made you even want to go on Love Island? Because it's kind of scary, guys.
It is.
Yeah.
Everybody on there is very sexy.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was no issue for you two, but it's still nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean?
yeah.
You got to put your business out there.
You
know
really
what I
have
mean?
to put
You don't even know
yourself
if the
out
guys
there.
are going to be fine.
Exactly. That was my
Girl,
biggest concern.
that's the first thing.
I was worried. I'm like, God, please don't let these men be ugly.
Bro, I said, if it ain't no fine shit,
I'm out of here. Like, all right, let me go.
I said it on episode 1. That's funny.
Right? I was really
Literally.
every second, like behind, like before we got out there, it was like I kept asking, like, so do the guys look good? Can you at least tell me that? Like, please just tell me that. But no, to be honest, what made me want to go on there was like in the beginning, like last season, they had reached out, and that's how I found out about the show. So they were like, "Oh, are you interested in this?" I'm like, "What show is this?" So then I ended up watching all of season 6, and I was like, I like this. Like, I think I would, like, if this is a way I could find love, like, I want to try it. I've done usually I date in the circle of my friends because I don't know, dating strangers is like whatever.
It's
So
tough.
it was something new to try, and seeing that so many successful relationships did come out of it, I'm like, okay, so I want to do this. I was excited, so that was my reason.
No, for sure. I've been single for like 5 years now, so I was taking an opportunity, like, you know what? Let me just go try to go find love. They originally reached out to me in 2023, and then 2024 for season 6, and then again this year. So
They said,
I was
we're
like,
not
you know
letting you
what?
up.
Right.
I was like, you know what?
You
Third
was gonna
time,
be a star.
man. I was like, they be on me bad. Let me just go ahead and go on this show.
timing,
And I'm happy that I did, regardless of like the perception that's put up of me out there. Is like, I'm still happy that I did.
Same.
I mean, and what did y'all think about being OGs? And if they would have asked y'all to be Casa More girls, what would you have said?
I made it clear in the beginning I did not want to be
in the
on
beginning,
Casa More Girl.
I was like, there's no way. It's not giving
I'm not
bombshell.
physical at all. That would've sent my ass home.
It's giving OG. So I was manifesting the hell out of that. I'm like, look, I know I'm walking to that villa one way or the other. So the fact that we both walked in there first together, I was just like, wow. And we would always like just go back to that throughout the whole season. We would go back to that like, yo, we are the first ones who walked in here together. We're still sitting here experiencing all of this. Like, this is crazy because not everybody could say they walked in and really made it to the end, you know? So that was something that was just so crazy.
And from the beginning, me and my friend and my makeup artist, Kenya, by the way, she said she want to beat y'all face whenever y'all want. Real
Period.
bad.
Yeah.
We were both like, did you see the new girls, Chelley and Olandria? They're bad as hell. You stay so pretty. We were so excited to see y'all come up in the house. Because you be so excited, like, we're going to be the main new girls, you know? So we were living for you guys.
Wow,
what did y'all's family say?
About us going on the show?
Yes, like, were they like, don't
they
be
were so
acting crazy?
supportive. My dad told me to be wholesome and pure, though. He begged me. He's
Baby,
like,
you did not.
But I told him, he was like, all I ask is that you be wholesome and pure, please. I said, do you know the show that I'm going on? Like, that's not happening. Like, I just recommend that you don't watch. That's
But you also were giving, like, even though you were like letting us know, like, I'm out here in the streets having my fun, you still were giving that wholesome bag.
for sure.
As a fellow queer girlie, I was living for the questionnaire answers when I was
yes,
finding about your
God.
life.
Like, hey, y'all know about my tea. No, but I loved it.
How do they get that information? Like, do they ask y'all that beforehand? Or
Before we got on there's like a whole, like we had to fill out a big form. Like there's a whole process to even be Islander. So it was asking questions like that about your personal life and stuff, like in detail, all these crazy questions. So now, knowing we did that long-ass application, it makes sense when we were doing the challenge. Like, oh, that's where you went all my business.
And do y'all feel like everybody told the truth on their thing?
No. The boys,
because they were lying. Every time
it was
like,
so bad. Trusted. Like,
I'm like, that's not adding up. Yeah. Oh, 1,000. I mean, actually, Austin.
No, Austin. He ain't lying. He's not lying.
Okay, Austin. I need to know about Austin because I was in confusion, right? Obviously, everybody has different chemistries and connections.
Yeah.
Ace and him, so different. Chris, Ace and him, so different. But Chris and Ace, not too different. I mean, was there a real romance between you and Austin, or was he just a fun guy to be around?
No, there really was, and like I really was trying, but
he's
like
handsome.
He is, and I told him that. I'm like, yo, you look good. Like, you look good. That's not the problem.
No, tell him how you realized you liked Austin. Where were you at? No, tell him.
I woke up one morning and I was sitting on the toilet, and I was like, I actually like Austin. Wow. Like I'm just thinking of all our time that we're spending. And I came out the bathroom like Nicolandria. I just like had a realization, like I like Austin. Like I really want to get to know him, but things went how they went, and I mean, glad it did how it went.
But that's how it can be with guys that are like you wouldn't necessarily go to. But when somebody is nice and they keep, I mean, he was really insistent upon building that connection with you, and he was so hurt every time when you would be with Ace. Ace wasn't playing with your ass.
He wasn't.
It had Austin just messed up. But yeah, it worked out how it worked out. Exactly. It is what it is. How did you feel leaving the house and when you guys got eliminated? You and Ace.
It was like a bittersweet thing. Like, honestly, at that point, I think I was tired. And also, it's a thing of like, I have my person. Like, I won already. Like, at this point, we're just sitting here trying to figure out, like, okay, what's next and stuff. So even before that happened, I remember we were all sitting down having a conversation. We didn't know there was going to be an elimination. So when it did come up that we were just having a conversation of what if, I remember saying to them, like, yo, if there's elimination tonight, nobody cry. Because we're going to see each other, like, next week. Like, we done had so many tears this season and stuff. Like, we had a great season together.
I know you guys did get tired of the crying.
Yeah, so it was like,
every minute.
And that's the most I've ever cried in my life. So I'm like, yo,
because it's
a
roller coaster they're putting you on.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're like, oh, and after a while, you like in a horror movie. They did now.
Exactly.
That's literally. You have no time to process no emotions.
But honestly, I was just like, bittersweet. I'm like, damn, it's sad that I won't wake up with you guys the next day. Because literally, I even said to them, like, before we got the text, I was like, one of my highs is like waking up in the villa every day. Like, I'm happy I get to wake up with you guys. Then boom, text, someone's going home. I'm like, damn, that was quick.
Now, wait a minute. Speaking of, I have to ask this because the logistics of how the show works. Like, you guys have to wake up at a certain time.
Yeah.
Do you make, like, what? Tell me the schedule of this all.
Wake up, makeup.
What
breakfast.
time? What time do you have to wake up?
We don't know the time. We don't know time. We don't know the day. We literally don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know time. We don't know the day. Yeah. We don't know like the day of the week. We don't know nothing.
But honestly, I think it helps because, usually when you're somewhere where the time changes, the day changes, like you would have to adjust coming back to the US. But like I haven't had to adjust. Like I'm right back on track with my sleeping schedule and everything. And I want to say it's because I never knew the date or the time. So maybe that's what it is.
Maybe Love Island has figured out how we should be living in our life.
Maybe. They might be onto something.
Whenever I arrive.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time we would ask for the time, they'd be like, we on island time. I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. We on island time.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Summer is here, and you know what that means. It's time to live your best life. This couple's trip I took to Turks and Caicos a while back lives rent-free in my mind. Okay, let me paint the picture. I stayed in this gorgeous Airbnb right on the beach, waking up to the sound of waves and stepping out onto the pristine white sand. That memory is still giving me summertime magic. Now, whether you're for a beachfront paradise like I had, a cozy cabin in the woods, or a chic city apartment, Airbnb's got amazing homes waiting for you. We're talking better locations, more privacy, and the kind of space that'll have you feeling like the star of your own summer blockbuster. So don't let the summer slip away. Book your Airbnb now and get ready to live that main character life. Trust me, you're gonna have a time. Baby, I have never, and I mean never, been more devastated than when I found out that some of y'all been sneaking around behind Domino's back just to get your stuffed crust fix. Now, you know us Virgos are incredibly loyal, steadfast even. Cheating, especially on something as serious as Parmesan stuffed crust pizza, ain't gonna fly in this house. I saw y'all slide into those other pizza spots drive-thrus, ordering that cheese-filled crust like Domino's, and I wouldn't find out about your little rendezvous. But sweetie, the healing starts today because Domino's just dropped their own stuffed crust, and now y'all got no excuse to keep stepping out on them like this. It's time to put those pizza cheating ways to rest. Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust is serving pure decadence with that buttery, handmade dough wrapped around a cascading stream of 100% melty goodness. These are the cheese pools of your dreams. It's very much a Goofy movie level of ooey gooey cheesy deliciousness. Ooh. And of course, your girl can't forget about that signature garlic seasoning and Parmesan sprinkle dance on top of that perfectly baked crust, making every single taste like it was blessed by the pizza gods themselves. You can think about it now. I'm already imagining the parm stuffed pie I've been plotting on. Next time I'm placing my order, you best believe I'm having mushrooms, grilled onions, and some extra peppers just to, keep the vegetables on top. Now, this is the kind of commitment I'm talking about. No more pizza cheating needed when Domino's is bringing this level of excellence to the table. Order Domino's new Parmesan stuffed crust pizza on the Domino's app and use code Keke to get any 3-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $11.99. Price is higher for some locations. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Delivery orders subject to local stores' delivery charge. Holla at your girl. Okay, Olandria, we have to talk about the beginning when you found, your assumed first house love, Taylor. What was going through your mind? Why was he the person? Because I'll be honest, I was you watching the show. I'm like, I like Taylor a lot. Like, I immediately thought he was quirky, he was cool.
Yeah.
He seemed like a real guy in the world. Because sometimes on these shows, the people can seem so perfected.
Right.
So tell me about your initial thoughts and, why you spent time on Taylor.
So coming into the villa, I expressed to Chelly, I love country men. That's something that's no secret. I am from Alabama. I truly feel like country men just value the same things I value. They like to open doors, get you flowers. They just very gentleman, gentleman-like. So when I see him came in with the cowboy hat, Chelly was like, that's you. Like already, like that's you. That's your you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, you're right. You're right.
A cowboy.
So obviously when I decided to kiss him and Nick, I'm like, I'm gonna go with Taylor. I feel like he probably already possessed those values and those morals I'm looking for in a man. Let me just go with him. And he is super sweet, a super sweet guy. Was very nice to all the girls. He was like, he memorized everyone's tea orders, coffee orders, breakfast. Like, he was just so attention to detail, and I love that in a person. So that's what kind of just attracted me to Taylor.
And then when you think back on it now, because obviously hindsight's 2020, yeah, we saw the connections with you and Nick in the challenges, but like, what was happening around the house that maybe we didn't see that would lead to where you guys ended up?
Me and Nick?
Yeah, you and Nick.
It's so crazy because I'm looking back at all these edits. I'm like, damn, like the signs, it looked like the signs was there, but when you're in the villa, it was not that apparent to me. I'm like, bro, like, I see that it's happening on these edits, but like in the villa, I just didn't see it.
I mean, it was one challenge. Me and my mom were like, they won't leave that girl alone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I know everybody like her. They wouldn't stop with you.
Literally, I'm like, can I just not just pick somebody else? I picked Chelly to go in there.
And mind you, it really is that, like, it was a random choice thing too. And she literally just kept getting picked every single time.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, girl, I know that's right.
I know it was crazy. I mean, when you guys think back on those challenges, how did they get you guys prepared for all the germs? I mean, you're in mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they y'all just go for it, I guess. Y'all just trust each other for
We
real.
get some mouth spray.
No, but prior to even coming on the show, we was like tested a lot.
Oh, that's so good. Because that's scary.
Just put that out there. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going on the show and I'm just kissing everybody. We're not getting tested.
Exactly. But it was fun for the most part.
Yeah.
Nothing weird. No crazy.
All.
Okay, good. That's good.
And everybody was on the same page too. Like, oh, you okay with kissing? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because you know what was so interesting with Ace in the beginning? I wasn't sure if this was stuff that just wasn't shown on camera, but he was very like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
To so many people, but he was cool with you touching him.
No.
But what was his thing with that? Was it just he didn't want to show it on camera? He was very like...
No. It seemed like that, but he really was not like that in person. Everybody, like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen, like, what everyone else seen, but in person, he wasn't like that with everybody. Like, at nighttime, he was giving everyone hugs, going to sleep and stuff. So that's why we're like...
It was like he thought y'all was vampires and he had garlic around his
he's
neck.
not like that.
He's a hugger.
Yeah, he's a hugger. That's why when we came back and even seeing that thing being a thing, it was just like, why are people saying that?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
There's a lot of moments I'm like,
so,
what the hell y'all talking about? I'm like, you know what, let me just
So
watch.
how is it now with you, since speaking of that, you guys being back, how has it been jumping? I mean, I live
in Florida. He lives here in LA.
Yeah, so have you guys seen each other?
I've been with him ever since we landed. Like, that's who I've been with this whole time. So we've been taking our little social media break, but I'm with him 24/7. That's my man.
So wait a minute, how is the vibe being back? And what was the moment where you were like, oh, this is us normal? Now, obviously, the internet was trying to get on y'all. Like, y'all been dating before the show and y'all knew each other, blah, 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 blah. So how did y'all feel about that? And then...
Well, that was crazy. That was annoying just because it's like a lot of us knew each other on the show. Like, and we already, like, when he came in, he already addressed like, oh shoot, I know you. And when I seen him walking in, I'm like, what the is he doing here? Like, we did meet before. So it was like, but it was a one-time thing. Like everyone makes it seem like we were kicking it. Somebody said we had kids for 2 years. We've been living together for 2 years. We got kids, this and that. I'm like, y'all, be for real. Like I even knew Amaya, I know Andreina, like everybody knew somebody.
Now, why did everybody get an accent when Andreina came?
Because we were trying to say her name
that
right.
was crazy.
We were trying to say her name right.
Doing everything else regular. And as soon as she came in, everybody said Andreina.
No,
she didn't play by her name. She did not play by her name. You cannot
everyone kept saying
mispronounce it.
anything. So we'd ask her, like, how do you say it though? We want to make sure we're saying it right. Like, so you feel comfortable, like, we saying your name. Like,
that had me gagged. I'm like, everybody turning Latino.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, going back to the Taylor thing, I'm curious for you as her friend.
Yeah.
I mean, did you feel like Taylor would let her on be the word? Or did you feel like, what did you think seeing the connection, how it transpired, and then seeing how quickly he was just like with Clarke?
To me, like, in the moment, it didn't feel like he was leading her on because Taylor and I were close. Like, he would always come to me and vent about Olandria, asking me for advice and this and that. Like, what do I do? Whatever. So to me, I thought he's like, genuinely interested, trying to figure this out, trying to navigate their relationship and stuff. I was very shocked to find out when we came back from Casa Amor that he did make that decision
on those bleachers, like, what the
I was just very shocked because I'm like, did you communicate
so what's been
your
put out there
feelings
is
before
not
this?
how
Like,
it was in the villa at all. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not head over heels for a man that does not like me or wasn't physically attracted to me. None of that was told to me. You think I would be going hard for a man that does not find me physically attractive? I would have rather just been his friend.
Like I said, I didn't see
I'm
that
not everyone's cup of tea, so like Amaya said, don't drink it. You know what I mean? So it's just like.
And so were there any moments off of the camera that led to, first of all, you kept your cool for a long time, mama. I was blown away at your ability until, what was it, which challenge was?
Stand on business.
Stand on business where you really, so let me go there then. What was the buildup from probably the shock of what was going on to you actually voicing how you truly felt without holding back? What got you to the point of saying, I can say exactly what I want to feel and not be afraid of how it's going to be judged or perceived?
Yeah. Honestly, I just got tired of just keeping quiet. I got tired of just being this strong woman. I feel like that got me overlooked and got my feelings overlooked. I truly feel like since I wasn't showing emotion, I wasn't crying, people's like, you know what? She could take it. Besides me being a strong woman, I'm also human. And I can only take so much. So I just literally had a conversation with Chelly. And she was basically playing like devil's advocate. Like, you know what, Olandria? Like, you're still here. Taylor had told me that he voiced to keep me here. I'm not really sure how that's being perceived either. But he voiced to keep me here. That's what he said to me.
Okay.
So, Chelly was like, you know what? That kind of changes things. And he also said he was still open to getting to know you both. So she was like, you know what? Regardless of how many other connections you make, they would not be up to like the level that you and Taylor are at. So still continue to water that connection. So when I went to him, I was like, hey, I was ready to cut it off. Like, and she was like, you know what? I don't think that's a good idea. Still go to him, still talk to him. So I was like, you know what, hey? Okay, cool. I know at one point you still say you still want to explore both of us. How does that look for you? Like, how are you going to navigate that? Because obviously it's going to be kind of hard to do that. And he was like, you know, I'm going to figure it out. Like, I still want to explore both of y'all. I'm interested in both of y'all. So I'm going to just figure it out. So after he said that and I didn't see him doing it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to clock your stand up.
Yeah,
like,
because what
own
was
up
going,
to it.
because my big thing was, I'm fine with the getting to know Clarke. I mean, this is the nature of the show. What blew me was, where's all this respect that you're having for Clarke and not doing this and not doing that? You can't even kiss nobody in a challenge. Where was that with me?
Yeah.
I mean, did he have any answers for this? I mean, what was the reasoning?
I know he mentioned the day 2, the blindfold challenge. He did not kiss anybody. And that's when I chose to kiss Ace at the time. He was like, I ain't kiss anybody. So, like, he did have, like, some level of respect in regard to that.
Yeah.
Me, a challenge is a challenge. I'm going to take it. I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, that's kind of throwing me off. But I don't know. Maybe his connection with Clarke is just way more, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that is reality. It can happen. People can just immediately love at first sight, whatever you want to call it.
And I respect that. I was not upset that he found a new connection. I was just upset on how he went about it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, how you went about it.
I'm so happy that he found
somebody. My Love Island life was on the line.
Literally.
Because a couple of times we thought we were going to lose you. And by the way, the internet was pissed.
I know. Bro, literally, when they dumped me from Casa, I was like, America's not going to like this. Mind you, I don't know what America thinks.
That you they
could hate me. And I was looking at them like, America's not gonna like this. Like, they don't play about me. I didn't even know America really did not play about me. They really don't play about me for real. No. So I already had a feeling. I'm like, bro, I've been so on my P's and Q's in here.
So then the crazy thing happened, and this is when I was talking to my girls, and they were like, you need to see episode 23. I think it was 22 or 23 or whatever. When the whole Nick bomb happened, and he was like, you're the most beautiful, and I just, this is what I always felt. What were you thinking, girl? Like, what was, because you're going through a crazy thing, right? You just got off. Now you somehow are back on. And you're finding out about this stuff with Taylor.
Yeah.
And then you have Taylor's friend and also one of your friends, Guy, telling you that he's actually always had feelings for you. What was going through your mind? Did you believe it? Did you think at any point this is some TV show stuff?
No, I couldn't believe it in a sense because any chance that Nick got to pick me for a challenge, he did.
was choosing you.
It's so funny because now I'm reading on the internet with the whole kiss or pie thing.
Yeah.
It was like, choose anyone to kiss other than your partner or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that damn card did not say that. Like, I don't know if he said that or not, but he chose me. I'm like, okay. So he keeps choosing me for these challenges. So in my head, I'm like, I think something is there with Nick. Mind you, I still don't know that he kissed me on day 2. I know I kissed him on day 1, but I'm like, I don't know. Because where I'm from in Alabama, a lot of men that look like him are very traditional. Because Alabama's a very traditional state. So I kind of just close myself off to that connection. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm your type. I don't know. But he's like, no, you're definitely my type. And I definitely like you and I definitely want you. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, maybe I was not, being too crazy about looking into these challenges a little more deeper than what I...
And so then it was like a pump fake because the second kiss outside of the challenge happened. And then you guys were like, oh, no, maybe it's not that. What was that about and what led you to ultimately being serious, to being open to him?
Honestly...
Just look down in his hand.
Like, what you got to say?
Girl, why you ask this question? Okay, cool. I felt like, because I had just came back from Casa, although I just got dumped.
Yeah.
I felt like I owed so much to Cierra because I knew how she was going. Yeah, she was going through it at Casa because she was thinking my Nick so much. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to her. I'm preaching sisterhood and all these things. I'm like, bro, this doesn't feel right. Even if I did feel a spark, I just made myself not feel it because I'm like, bro, I feel like I owe her so much. I know she's over there really missing him. She's hoping to come back to him in his place. What if I didn't feel right just jumping in like, you know what, I feel something. I know you feel so strongly about me. Let's explore, let's connect. Yes, I was being so respectful towards her. And Taylor too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I feel like I owe Taylor so much as well because he, in a sense, was still trying with me also, even if it's not being perceived that way on TV. That's what was going on. So I'm like, bro, I feel like I owe them so much. This feels weird to me. So Nick was like, yeah, me too.
Yes, because that is how y'all look.
Yeah.
Y'all did look like, And it was like, what is all that?
Like this yeah. So
obviously, Cierra leaves the show. Let's talk about that. What did y'all think? What was going on? Obviously, there was a lot of education happening on the real side of the world when that whole went down, when she said what she said. I'm sure you guys know if you haven't watched. Cierra said a derogatory term about Asian Americans or Asian culture, and she got removed from the show. How was it presented to y'all? What did y'all think?
Yeah, we just know she was removed. We didn't know what she did.
Really?
No.
It was just okay, one day we're
she's
chilling.
gone.
Basically.
So was there tears shed? Were you guys just kind of like, how did you feel about her being gone? Was you really close to her like that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Well, with Cierra, I definitely cried because it was like, you guys don't get to see the friendships that we build in there. Like, they're focused on the romantic relationships of it all, but that was like really a friend of ours. So to know that 1 second we're all chilling and stuff, and the next second, like, oh, guys, so she has to leave the island. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And even that morning, we were talking about like how grateful we are that we're here together and like, time is almost up. And I was like, girl, don't even say that. Like, we're not there yet. So let's focus on the now.
You weren't.
A couple hours later. But a couple hours later, it's like, taken away. So it was just like, damn, like this is crazy. Like you never know what to expect.
Man. Okay, so then she's removed. I do believe that obviously created more space for you and Nick. But what do you think now? I mean, first of all, the show's ended. I want to ask you the same thing I asked her about her and Ace. How is it with you and Nick? What has the conversation been now that you guys are, in the real world?
The conversation is pretty much still the same. We want to continue to go at the pace that we're going. Obviously, like we had a conversation yesterday. He was like, bro, like I'm feeling a lot of pressure from the media. You know what I mean? He was like, I think we should continue to go at the pace we're going. There's no reason for us to jump ship just because they want, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We still like each other. Our connection is very much genuine, even if people are questioning it, because the first time there was no spark. I felt like we owed so much respect to the current partners of whatever. So we're going to continue to just go at our own pace and enjoy each other's company.
And so, I mean, has he told you he's heard from Cierra? Do you think Cierra's going to reach out? I know she unfollowed him, but, what's the tea on that?
He said that she has not reached out to him.
Really?
Yeah.
So the reunion, I guess, is going to be looking like something. Is she going to be there?
I have no idea. We don't know yet.
The brand has cut ties. Wow. I mean, that is just so curious to me because I'd imagine for her, that was something that slowly started to become nerve-wracking for her, you know, with you guys having that sideline connection. And then to see you guys end up becoming, I mean, Nicolandria. You became one of the most popular favorite
my
couples.
mind. I did not know that existed until my mom came. She was like, girl, they love you. They love y'all. I'm like, what? Whoa, hold on.
First of all, your mom, let's get into that. Because why was your, when you said genetics, you wasn't lying. Because your mama is everything.
Girl, she's
she's
that girl. She is that girl for sure.
Everybody loved her. That was so cute. But how was that, like, getting to that point and like, oh my gosh, we get to see family. And I mean, you guys, that was a lot.
It was so
happening.
emotional. Like, we were crying seeing everybody else's family come in. Then our family came in. We were just so excited. Like, that was crazy for them to be in Fiji. Like, we expected them to just be on the TV. So for them to walk in on the island, we're like, yo, y'all really flew out here to see us. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What is one thing that you feel like we didn't get a chance to see on the show or feel through the show that, you know, because of the way that it was edited?
Everyone's genuine connections with one another. Like, the way each of us, like, we always said, something we said every day was like, yo, they did a great job putting us all together because our personalities bounce off of each other so well. So I don't feel like, some people may think this person, that person never spoke ever in the villa. The whole time we all speak to one another. Like, we're all very close and stuff. So I think that would be my answer, is just our genuine connections with all of us, you know?
Same for you?
No, literally same. Because coming out here, I'm like, bro, what did that happen? You know what I mean? Like,
what? Well, one thing that people were also talking about was when you guys came back, when y'all surprised everybody, you and Nick surprised everybody in the villa. Taylor seemed to have just went straight to Nick and didn't even really immediately show love to you. Did it feel like that in the house, or was that the way it was edited?
Honestly, it would have been the same way with the girls too. I literally talked to them about it. Like, bro, they literally just cried their eyes out about Nick. So of course they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, embrace him first. And then after, all of them came to hug me. But that was not a shocker at all. Yeah. Because the girls would have did the exact same thing.
Okay, now let's get into the whole girl thing, because that's become a big language around the show. And honestly, even a lot of people online have been talking about how they felt like that concept even ruined the show, because it's like, this is Love Island, not Girls Island. And then also, a lot of people are saying they're a girls' girl, but they're just using it to make it seem like they are, even though they're doing things that don't really make you a girl's girl. So what does a girl's girl mean to y'all?
To me, what girl's girl means to me is, like, people have this perception of, like, it means only the people you care about and you call your homegirl. That means I'm going to stand up for you. I'm going to stick beside you through whatever. I'm going to, like, you could do no wrong in my eyes type of thing. But that's not me. Me is, like, any woman that walks into the room, I have your back. Because, like, you're a woman just like me. We go through the same thing. Like, I'm not going to sit here. Like, there's instances where it's, like, it felt like somebody who just came in is being treated some type of way for reasons they have no control of. They're just here to experience their experience. And in that moment, I wasn't ever going to be like, oh, well, my friend is talking to this person, so I'm not talking to you. It was like, no, you're here. This experience is just as much as yours as it's mine. So it's like, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel like you could go around and get to know people and not feel like everyone is piercing their eyes on you and stuff. So it was just really genuinely having a woman's back. Now, if you start being shady to me, I might take a couple steps back. But my first intention is always to, like, make sure you feel comfortable, you feel good, you feel seen, you feel heard. So that's a girl's girl to me.
Same?
Same, literally. Word for word.
Baby, this is Keke Palmer, yeah.
Summer reading, more like summer listening. I've been living for Emily Henry's Great Big Beautiful Life on Audible. Okay, it's got everything. A mysterious heiress, competing biographers, and that slow burn romance that makes you want to just throw your phone across the room, but don't, because how else are you going to keep up listening? That would be crazy. And that's what I love about Audible. You can dive into these amazing stories while doing literally everything else. Working out, listen. Meal prep, listen. Pretending to clean, but really just dancing with the vacuum. Baby, listen. With over 1 million titles and thousands included with membership, Audible's got all the audiobook podcasts and originals you could want. Your imagination deserves this. Head to audible.com for a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on me. Visit audible.com/KEKE and sign up today. There's more to imagine when you listen. Okay, what didn't we see that happened during the heart rate challenge? Well, you know what's coming. What didn't we see? And maybe we saw it all, that also led to you being upset with Huda. With, by the way, maybe it's a Virgo thing, but I would have been pissed, because what the hell, mama?
No,
What the hell, mama?
Yes.
Get your man's heart rate up.
Yeah.
The hell are you doing?
To be honest, I don't know what, like, I still have not watched the episodes back. So that's my thing is that I don't know what you guys saw that everyone felt like I was so wrong.
You wasn't, girl.
And I'm
if
like,
you was
I don't
wrong, then so am
understand.
I.
No, then we wrong because ain't no way. I was like, what did y'all see for y'all to feel like I'm wrong for being upset?
So
I'm
this is my
lost.
thing in my mind. Why you made sense. Ain't nobody saying you can't have fun and do your thing. But it was like you went over and above without putting my sense of security or comfortability
And that
even
was
in
my
the
whole
room.
point, yeah.
It just wasn't in the room. I'm not going to go so far because I'm looking for a certain attention or validation or just a moment to shine that I'm not going to think about how my homegirl might feel.
Exactly.
And I liked when you brought up the whole Jeremiah thing because, baby, we was all walking around eggshells. I was walking around eggshells watching the show for her. Because I don't want her to think I like Jeremiah. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
for real.
everybody was going so far.
I'm like, look, girl, nobody
to
want you
comfort
and
you.
Jeremiah. Y'all grandma and grandpa. I always used to tell them that, like, nobody is looking at y'all. Like,
And
we
so-
know y'all locked in, whatever. No one is doing that.
And so I just didn't get it.
I didn't
You know
get it
what I
either.
mean? It was so, to me, it seemed self-serving and just maybe, you know, when people are just so in their own thing, I don't think she set out to hurt you.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes when people are just so in their own thing and just trying to have their own moment, it's like you're not thinking about how that's gonna make the other person feel.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, that I didn't get why everybody was mad at you about. I guess, you know, I mean, what did you think looking back and seeing online, Olandria? What's your take on it? I mean, you were there in person,
Right.
and then now you guys are seeing people's thoughts of it. I mean, what is the difference that some people could have missed? Or were they just so happy that Huda was happy finally again? I don't know.
I haven't watched the episode, so I don't really know what they aired, but I feel like Chelly had every right to be upset. Huda agreed. She was
Yeah,
like, you know
she
what? She was like, I
agreed.
did take it too far. Like, you know, I do apologize. Like, she was very apologetic about it. Like, immediately she was almost regretful.
And I guess people felt like, oh, well, you know, she once she said sorry, you should have been cool, you know, but I mean, you weren't.
My thing is like, and we are cool, that's the thing, but it's just like, when it was time, like say in the beginning when they had their connection, like when I call somebody, like especially with the girl thing and someone being my friend, I'm always gonna put you first and have consideration for your feelings. So even in something like a challenge, we're not winning no big grand prize after a challenge or anything. Like it's literally just to say, oh my gosh, you did good in a challenge. So I'm never gonna jeopardize me and someone else's friendship or their comfortability just to say I went crazy in a challenge. So like someone like Jeremiah, like I said, never kissed that man ever. Like, you know, I steered clear of him just because I know how intense and passionate you felt about him. So it's like just to not see that reciprocated. And I'm trying to understand. I think at one point I told her, I said, I'm really trying to understand you, but I don't. Only because I just don't see how a moment like this could cause you to like disregard someone you care about so deeply, your friends' feelings, just to do a performance. Like that's what it was for me. So it was just like, okay, like I hear you. I
really do think it was
acknowledge
one of
but-
them things where somebody have a lapse of judgment because you're just thinking about, you know, again, I don't know the young lady. I'm sure
Yeah.
she's lovely, but thinking about themselves is what I just take from it. You
Yeah.
know, you're in your moment and you're just trying to let your stuff go and you just get into a vibe.
Exactly, yeah.
And then you go too far and then, you don't know how to backtrack it. That's what I took from it. But I also felt that how you felt made sense because I
Yeah.
would have felt the same way. Like,
Absolutely.
they think about me.
Yeah,
You
I'm right
know?
next to you. I'm right here watching the whole thing. Like, it's not like I'm turned away somewhere else. I'm literally right here watching the whole thing.
And what was, I mean, I know Ace and you had that conversation. He tried to downplay the heart rate, but you can't keep your heart rate under control.
Yeah,
Shit.
right. You stop
I was
breathing.
mad at him. Stop breathing, man. Girl, that whole moment made me mad.
Yo, it
Anyway,
was crazy.
You guys received a lot of criticism on
Yeah.
during the Stand On Business Challenge. I mean, you saw how people were feeling online. It was upsetting. It was a lot of stuff. I mean, walk me through how you were feeling. What were some of the and then they said that the challenge went on for like 6
All
hours,
night.
7
Oh my
hours.
Yeah.
God.
So again, like I can't to see what so many people had think pieces on what happened that night or how we were like what we said and this and that and stuff. And I'm like, you guys got 1 hour of a 6-7 hour night.
Exactly.
So
you didn't see
there's
everything.
I don't know what y'all saw, but I know it was nothing enough for you to think that you know what happened that night.
Yeah.
So for us to get all that criticism and stuff, I was just like, honestly, I could care less what y'all have to say because at the end of the day, like everyone's sitting there, like at least in the villa, we all were all on the same page of how we felt and we're just speaking our truth. So
Yeah.
the internet, you're getting whatever message that is being put out to you, but we know what happened in there. No one walked away from that conversation feeling like, oh my gosh, you guys did too much. You guys are being mean,
Yeah,
we
no
all
one-
felt like everyone
we
was
all
being
felt the
real
same
and
way.
clear about everything.
Yeah. And I think
So-
that's an important thing that has to be remembered, especially as we create this culture where people's lives are being commented on. I mean, we've been in reality TV world for a long time, but it's becoming major now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, our generation, like, it's like, yo,
It's
this is the thing. But these are real people. I really hope that as a society, we can have more nuanced conversations where you can have your opinion, but I don't think you need to call CPS.
Exactly. That's insane. When I heard that was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would we go that far?
Yeah, that is
That's
insane.
people's
I don't agree with
livelihood and
that.
families that you're trying to ruin and break up.
That's
That's so
right.
ridiculous. That's why to see all this hate and stuff, I'm like, yo, I don't stand for none of that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are doing this and you don't know us. We don't even hate each other the way y'all hating so bad. So it's like, what is going on? Like, y'all got a lot of time on your hands.
And I seriously do want to say that to anybody that's watching this episode as we share our opinions and we're talking about the conversation. Like, that's all that it is. I know for sure they don't. I know for sure I don't wish any harm or ill on anybody. And, let's just keep that in mind when we're commenting on folks and stuff like that. Make sure that we not, don't nobody need to be truly harmed. You can be shady, boots, but no more than that.
Harm, it's crazy.
No harming. Have any of y'all spoke to Cierra since everything? Because I know you said Nick hasn't, but has she reached out to either of you?
I gotta check. My DMs are flooded.
I know that's right.
Girl, I'm so overwhelmed. So I'm gonna have to probably gonna have to go to her profile to go to her messages to see if she reached out to me because she doesn't have my number yet. So
yeah.
I don't know
You
yet.
haven't heard from her either?
No, I did get to speak to her. She did reach out. So, I mean, it's a lot going on.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I didn't get to, because like I said, we didn't know for what reason she got removed. Even when I came back, I couldn't really find what the post was or whatever, but I did see she reached out.
Yeah.
And she was just saying, like, she misses all of us. She hates what's happening, like she's trying to, like, basically do better for herself, like, and just to also, like, reach out to all of us and say her apologies and stuff. So it was just like, okay, well, I really hope you're doing amazing. Like, there's a lot happening. Like, I know, I'm just trying to give her grace because it's like, we're human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I got to know her in the villa as a person through and through. So it's like, all of this that's happening to her, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But, she's taking full account of her stuff and really just trying to, like, get her mind right.
Yeah, accountability is definitely a big part of it. And again, I hate that any of it happened, but I think there's an opportunity of a lot of people to learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I'm glad for the education and, all of that stuff. And I also do wish her well, too.
Absolutely.
There was a moment, Olandria, that I really actually liked that you did. It's a very lightweight moment. You were like to Huda, don't do that. And then Huda she kind of responded to that very intensely. Now, when you said don't do that, I lived. Because it's like, I don't need, it's like, to me, how I took it was, please don't give me a moment of pity. This is no big deal. Like, I'm me, I'm good.
Yeah.
Another day, another dollar. Like, and I thought you were just trying to let her know, like, don't give me the sympathy of this, because there's nothing to sympathize with. I lived for you for that. And then afterwards, I felt, you kind of were now all of a sudden the bad guy, or it was all of a sudden scary. And so that made me want to ask you both, how often did you feel like you had to tone down, as a Black woman on a TV show, or just being a minority, or however we want to put it? It's like, if I just sang a peep or something, it's now
taken out of context.
And
now I'm a bad guy. Now I'm a mean girl. Like, it's very exhausting, to say the least. I truly feel like me and Chelly have to tone down a lot.
Exactly.
To not cross over that boundary, because a person that looks the opposite of us, as soon as they get emotional, it's like, oh, we're going to cater to this person. Like, bro, what about us? Like, I don't understand.
There have been multiple seasons, I mean, and even this season included, where we've seen people cuss people full out.
Exactly, yeah.
But let me and her move like that.
And what's crazy is that, a lot of the times, everybody who's in that villa will tell you that they could always come to us for the best advice, to come vent to us, whatever. We're so level-headed. We're so honest. We're so loving. Like, we bring everybody a peace of mind, this and that. So to know how your fellow Islanders feel versus coming to the internet and seeing mean girl, disrespectful, angry, this, that. I'm like, wow, y'all really don't know us.
There's subtle microaggressions. Yeah. And it's like, just because I'm saying something sternly, it doesn't mean you need to be afraid of me.
Exactly.
That's rooted in something that's anti-Black.
Yeah.
And so it becomes an issue, because now I don't know how to exist in who I am, because I can't take my skin off. That's what's scaring you?
Yeah, that's all it is.
You know what I mean?
If it was somebody else to look like us and acted like whatever, they wouldn't be getting as much backlash at all.
Yeah, and so, I mean, how does that leave you? Because I do think that's something that I've thought about more in different reality shows, and obviously now in this one, the more popularized. I mean, I remember when I was a kid and I would watch Survivor, and I would see these elements. I'm like, now wait a minute, what is this? And I feel the same way here. I mean, what do we say to that? And how do we, like, the next generation of young women that are going to be Black women that are going to be, or even just multiracial or just non-white, what do you say how they can prepare themselves to be on shows like this
I
and
don't know if
to
there's a
exist
way
in their
to
truth?
prepare.
Honestly, all I can say is just be yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't even, like, no matter how much you try to have a certain narrative or portray a certain narrative, whatever is put out there is out of your hands, you know?
Mhm.
Like I said, we've been in the village or in the island with everybody to know that we're like one of the go-to people. People love us
Literally.
so much. Like we bring, like I said, a sense of home to everyone.
Mhm.
And then just to come out here and find out we're mean and this and that.
Yeah,
So it's
we're
like, you know
hated.
what? Stick to who you are.
Yeah.
Have confidence in yourself and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's it.
I couldn't agree more because at the end of the day, it ends up being like you can't win for losing. So just be
can't.
yourself. Because in 1 minute, Olandria's too stoic. Then you step in an old boy's ass real quick and she's doing too much.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what the
Wait a
bro?
damn minute.
I can't win for
yeah.
literally. I'm like, bro, like what the
That
What y'all
shit
want
was-
me to do?
literally,
Yeah.
bro. I was so
Yeah.
hot about that.
Oh my gosh, girl, I can only imagine. But I think you guys did a really good job at wavering that balance. And again, like I
Mhm.
said, I know you maybe wasn't something that you're prepared for, but you
Yeah.
are representing and we appreciate you. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Because it's not easy, you
It
know?
ain't.
What did y'all think about the Hooded and Jeremiah thing? Because it had me rolling on the floor when Taylor was like, y'all need to stop. Because it must have been probably like just a lot. I don't know what it was like. For us watching, it was a lot, but
Yeah.
what was it like in the house?
No, it definitely took a toll on
Exhausting.
everybody. Yeah, everyone was tired. Like, we're like, yo, we didn't
And it
come here
seemed
for
like
this.
What was the reason for it? You know,
Yeah.
what was the reason for the drama of it? Because he did seem to truly like her.
And he did. He did for sure. But I think it's just like the pace of everything being too fast. Maybe, like, you know, maybe that had something to
Mamacita.
do with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Why would Nick do that?
I don't know. He's crazy.
Nick is such a character.
Mamacita.
like,
why was that the
to a
response?
dog? Like, what?
I wonder about him sometimes.
right.
No, he's funny as
No, he is
He's
genuinely
a
funny.
character.
Oh my gosh.
but-
So yeah, it was just kind of one of those things where it just be turned into a damn twister before you knew it.
yeah.
Yeah. Where do you stand with Clarke? I mean, I know nothing really crazy happened with you guys, but I mean, other than what went down, but how was it trying to develop a relationship? And then, you know, there were some moments where she was mumbling a little things. I mean, it was
I just found out about that.
yeah, it was
So I'm
little
just like,
shady,
oh,
some
if-
shady moments, no shade, no tea.
And there was never really any shade on my side. Even when she pulled me first, I'm like, dang, like she made me look a little childish. Like I don't even have that in me to do that. So I was like,
Yeah.
dang, I respect her so much. I'm like, I kind of wish she was a mean girl because I wanted to kind of, you know,
Have
that
a
would have
little
been,
growl.
yeah. But it's like she's so nice and so genuine. I was like, you know what? I have no choice but to be nice to this girl.
Yeah.
So to get out here and to see that she was moving like that with me, like I'll, you know what I'm saying, walk by her, she making a face, or she is mocking me. I'm like, bro, what? I was never on that with you. That's just weird to me.
Yeah, it seemed like it got competitive because she saw you still
Well,
have
that's
your
my competition. So
confidence.
there's that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, because honestly, I truly feel like before I even came into the villa, I already said like I feel like my presence intimidate a lot of people, men and women. I go through this so much, I could just walk in the room. Oh, I don't like her. I give you a reason to. So I'm finna give you a reason to now. You know what I mean? But it's like my presence really makes people
It's your
so uncomfortable.
measurements.
Hello, clap that, and it's natural, baby. No,
Period.
you know, so no shade to nobody. But because I know they're trying to do this whole comparison thing. Oh, she look better. I'm like, well, I'm natural, so if you want to compare me to the natural thing of that whoever that is. That's just my thing.
And I
don't
love
like
when
that.
you stand on your business
I
because
don't like
you
that.
deserve that. Looking how you look, girl, and being how you are. I mean, you're so lovely.
Thank you.
You really are.
Thank you.
But yeah, I know I agree. And so that's why I was asking, like, yeah, you know, is there a conversation? Is there a friendship now that
No,
you
we were
learned these
actually
things?
we were actually genuinely nice to each other. I did not have a problem with Clarke. I was not upset that Clarke was exploring Taylor or Taylor was exploring Clarke. I'm like, you know what? That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I was upset with him because of the way he went about it. He was just was not honest with me. Like when I'm looking back and I'm saying this, oh, he never found Olandria physically attractive. That never came to my ears at all. I would not be going hard for a guy that told me that. Like, if you don't find me physically attractive, I'd rather just be your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not finna try to force you to like me. What the
Yeah,
I'm
but be
Olandria.
clear.
Be clear. He complimented me like all touchy-feely, making me breakfast, making me dinner, lunch, whatever. Always in the kitchen for me cooking. So I'm like, bro, you think I be acting like this over a man that don't like me? Get for real.
And what sign was he?
And Gemini, I literally said...
Whenever the signs are together, it
Bro,
can be tough.
when I first met him, I'm like, when's your birthday? He was like, June 2nd. I'm like, oh, hell no, you're a Gemini. He was like, is something wrong with that? Bro, I called it.
Geminis
I
are hard
called
to
it.
touch down. I've been in love with some
Bro.
Geminis before. They didn't love me back.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I'm a Gemini. I'm like, bro, I don't need Act like me. I keep
They're
saying that.
right.
Because y'all are the air signs are very in the air. Y'all are like,
Literally.
Just doing whatever.
What
So-
sign is Ace?
A Leo.
Okay, Leo
A
and Virgos
Leo.
are perfect.
They are.
match.
So
Yes,
that's
my
why we go
best friend's
together real bad.
Is he August or July?
August
August what?
8th.
Oh, my best friend's August 9th. That's weird.
Wow,
my
that's
best friend August
crazy.
9th. I'm 26. You're
25th.
25th. He's
You
that's crazy. That's a connection.
It is.
Okay, wait a minute. Brian and Amaya, Endgame. Did y'all see it coming?
Honestly, I
Yeah.
love Amaya Papaya.
Yeah.
Honey.
That is my
That's
girl.
my
Can I
girl.
just tell you how much it really was hurting my feelings? How they weren't letting her live in her culture, in her nature. It seemed like everybody in the beginning, well, not the girls,
I was
really.
say we let her live.
But
we
but
loved
the,
her.
But the guys, it seemed like they weren't really understanding. It's like they didn't get who she was, and that's why I did like when Brian was like, "Hey, man, this is who she. This is how
Literally.
we are."
We loved it.
Yeah. I mean, in that moment, that was a stand on business. And also, he was in another couple, too. So it was him really coming from a place of like just being someone who's has the same culture as her.
Yes. And I did think it was important because I do feel like it was an educating moment because I did feel like it was a little microaggressive with her in the beginning based on the culture. Like I felt like people were not necessarily immediately getting that it was just her nature and her vibe. And so when he brought that up and said that, I was like, okay, it's not just in my head. But that was a big moment for me because I felt like that was the biggest way that Amaya was misunderstood.
Yeah.
Was just living in her culture and people not knowing how to read that or
Yeah.
how to take it. And it really just being a culture shock kind of or like a clash type of thing. So I was happy they won. I was definitely happy. I got to know Amaya more.
Yeah.
You know, I was
She's so
happy
funny.
for her. Like we were saying earlier, you were very open with your sexuality coming on the show. And again, something that empowered me because I also do feel like as women, a lot of times when it comes to our sexual nature or just our appetites, it's got to be all very nipped and sealed. You know, but you were very chill and cool and it was really dope to see. I mean, was there any moment in you that were like, oh, I don't want people to know this or I'm worried about judging or how did you even get to that place of being able to just be like
No,
that?
I never cared only because like my parents, they never made me feel like I had to care. Like I remember the first girl that I started talking to or dating, like I remember it was my dad who asked me like, you like girls? And I was like, actually I do. And then he was like, okay. He was like, so, what about that? And then we just had a conversation about it. Then my mom, she was like, I think I ended up telling her or she said to me, she was like, just so you know, you never have to come out to me or anything. She's like, because the same way you wouldn't come to me and tell me you're dating guys is the same way you don't have to come and tell me you're dating girls. Like, you do whatever you want. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So my thing was always like, I don't care to be put in no label and box like, oh, you're this, you're that. No, I'm just Chelly. I like what I like and I do what I want. That's just it. So when I was coming to the show, I was like, I don't care if people know because that's just who I am. So you either take it or you don't.
I live. And I know Ace lived too, because it seemed like he's the kind of guy that really likes authenticity.
Yeah.
Boldness, people that are living in their truth. And I was really impressed with how we started learning more of that about you.
Yeah.
His response seemed really cool. I mean, in those moments, did y'all have conversations about it afterwards that we maybe didn't see?
No, it was always like he just took me for who I am. Like that's
really
it.
like that.
And everything about me he loves. And like we're literally one and the same. So we're just always on the same page and accord about everything. So it was never a thing where he was like, so about that. He was like, oh, okay, hell yeah. Anyways. And he's not also someone who's like, some guys will make a fetish out of it. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
He's not going for that. He's like, okay, but you like me though, right? And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, what do you mean? So, like he's cool.
I mean, when you're learning about what America thinks, let's talk about it. Yeah, because I already know how you guys feel about it coming out of it. But during the house, when y'all would be learning about the eliminations or just what people votes and everything like that, what was surprising you the most? And what had you scratching your head like, is there something I'm missing?
You want to go first?
Yeah, definitely. When I was ranking us from like 1 through 10, I'm like, hold the hell up. Why Chelly number 9? What she been saying about me in the damn confessionals? I'm thinking like, is she, what the I'm second guessing like, oh, hell no. Like, this is my soul sister. Don't tell me she stabbed me in the back. Like, I really could not fathom why her and Cierra were so low. I'm like, bro, these are my go-to girls. I need to look into that. But it's like, how can I look into that? I have no access to you guys.
Right.
All I can do is go off of,
that is hilarious.
all I can do is go off of their word. I'm like, bro, this is really rubbing me wrong. So I'm asking Chelly, like, girl, what you do? Like,
and I'm like, I
what
don't
you
know,
saying?
because to be honest, it's crazy. Like, I remember seeing Ace being put at the bottom so many times, and I'm looking like, am I missing something? What you was doing in Casa?
Ace was seeming like he was in the back with the producers playing chess. I'm like, Ace, what do you know? He was always seeming like he knew. And it's just the way that we're seeing it on the TV. We don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I swear he seemed like he was in Dexter's lab.
And
half the time.
no.
And I'm like, how does he know this? How can he do this? He seemed like
It was so funny to come out and see that he's like this villain or whatever, because we're looking at each other like, what? Like no one in the island thought that he was a villain or anything, or that he ran the show. So it was just like, to see that this is what everyone's saying is crazy. That's why we have to watch. We have to watch. Like, we haven't yet.
TV is something, I tell you.
I have to say that. But even seeing like even that challenge she's talking about, it was the Islanders who first did the ranking, and we were always high up. Like, everyone thought we were most genuine and most trustworthy. But then when it came to America, they were on the opposite of the spectrum. So I'm like, yo, America, what is happening? Like, are y'all seeing what we're seeing? Because we're confused. And again, we don't know what's happening on the outside, what you guys are seeing. So it started having me scratch my head, like, what is being put out there? There's no way y'all
thinking, okay, maybe they're not seeing what's real. You know what I mean?
I'm like, America hates me. They have to, because I don't understand where any of this is coming from.
And would the producers try to calm you guys down, or like not let you get? Because I mean, they're giving this information and they pulling it away. But I'm sure you're having questions like, are you guys allowed to ask, or do they?
No, we can't know anything. And it does help in a way so that social media doesn't get stuck in your head all day. But it also is a thing of like, damn, what is happening? But they don't watch the show while
Did you feel like people would start changing, like even after the Maybelline challenge, or when people are finding out people's favorites? Because honestly, I'll say this was also one of the reasons why people were giving this certain feedback to Cierra, was they felt she was so influencer ready. They felt like, girl, you ready to just do the dang, be the star type of situation. Did you guys feel at any moment on the show, maybe from her or from anybody, that there was too much awareness around what this can lead to, or just trying to win?
No, and that's what's so insane. Like, no one ever sat here and talked about, oh my God, the finale's coming up, or this, that. Like, we all were in the moment. We always said, like, this feels like a big family vacation. Like, you know, when you go on your friend's vacation and this person ends up like that person, whatever. It just all felt so cool that you forget that this is actually a TV show that's happening right now. Like, even seeing certain clips that's happening, we're like, wow, I didn't even realize like this would be something that's being put in there. So no one was ever thinking of like, we're on a show. It genuinely was like, we're having fun together. So nobody, I don't feel like, at least to me, I don't feel like anybody was moving a type of way to have a certain image.
Literally. And with us not knowing the dates, it's like we didn't even know how far or how close the end date was. So when it came down to it, I'm like, dang, I didn't think I was gonna make it this far. Like, I honestly was not thinking about the end goal at all.
Yeah.
Was there any situation that you felt like, okay, America's low-key hating? Because obviously you have to depend on America. They're voting. This is the one. But was there any elimination or anything that happened where you were like, now, can we trust y'all, America?
Yeah, definitely the rank thing. That did it for me. Because some people, I'm like, what? And then other people, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'll give you that. So I was like, America, y'all confusing me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same.
Yeah,
because I couldn't understand why Chelly was down there. But when I got out, I'm like, oh, so Chelly's a mean girl? Like, I was so thrown off by that because, like she said, we were the go-to people. Hence why they acted the way they did when I got released from Casa. I'm like, if I was such a mean girl, why is these girls crying over me? Like, all of them. I'm the glue. I'm the mother. I'm all these things, but I'm a mean girl. Like, come on now. That's when you should check yourself. Like, you know what? What they're showing us is not exactly. Thank you. We were not mean girls. So please, let's clear that narrative up right now.
Love Island. That island is some crazy stuff.
It is.
It's so unique, that experience.
It is.
And I'm so glad that we got to meet you guys through the show. And I can't wait for everything else that we're going to be doing with y'all. But before I let y'all go, we have to play a game. And the game is called Truth or Tea, okay?
Okay.
Now, I ask a spicy question. This is how it works. I ask a spicy question. You either keep it real or tell the truth, or you can phone an Islander and let them spill it for you. Now
in one of us two?
No, literally, you can pull out your phone and you can call somebody else to answer the question for you.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay.
If you want to. Now, you don't get a bunch of calls. You just get one. So pick wisely.
Okay.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so excited. Who was low-key flirting off camera but acting innocent on screen?
Like low-key flirting? I don't think anybody.
Everybody was keeping it real.
Yeah, they were keeping it real, yeah.
Okay. Who was the most performative in the villa? Give names, not vibes.
Performative as in like...
Just put on a
ready
show.
for TV.
Who'd you say?
Don't be shy, guys.
No, I'm genuinely trying to think, because this kind of goes with that last conversation of like, was anyone trying to act the way? And I don't think anyone was trying to act the way. No one was giving performative, I'll say that.
Yeah. All the cameras are hidden. It's not like you got a cameraman in your face. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you got genuine reactions.
Okay. Who got a better edit than they deserved?
Take it away, Chelly.
Tell the guys. So let me say this before they even get into it, guys. You know, it's opinions.
Yeah.
No hate, no shade, no tea. Everybody have a right to say how they feel, how they think. It don't mean nothing negative. So let's put this disclaimer before we even get any further. Y'all know y'all want the tea. So, give context and let these girls live.
Yeah.
So who got a better edit than they deserved?
I'm a phone on Islander.
Go ahead, call them out.
Ace.
Who you think?
Oh my
Let
gosh,
me
Ace
see.
is going to give it to us real. Please don't be in the gym or dancing online again.
Not too much. Hello? Hey, so I get to phone an Islander for a question. Do you mind answering?
Come on, boo. Hey, what's up, Ace? It's your girl, Keeks. I'm interviewing your boo right now, and I'm asking them some questions. And so she phoned an Islander because she wanted to opt out of answering, and I'm so glad she called you because I know you're going to give it to me real. The question is, who got a better edit than they deserved?
Well, in that case, I felt like there was a lot that, America didn't really get to see from everybody. We all had our ups and downs throughout this whole entire experience, but I feel like they edited what, they wanted to edit, which is, okay in the end, because we all know.
So the answer is Jeremiah. I'm just playing. Okay, thank you, Ace, for that wonderful PR answer. You are the man. Nice to meet you over the phone lines.
I would love to meet you in person one day, Keke. You amazing, for real.
Oh my gosh, so are you? We got to have you on the show because they want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, but do they?
I don't know, keeping it a little too real got us
Hilarious. All right, I'm about to go.
All
right, later.
Okay, rank your top 3 kissers from the villa.
Number 1, me.
Period, because everybody wants to kiss you.
Okay.
Even Cierra was like,
I'll give myself number 1. Who's 2 and 3?
No, you said your
individually?
Your top 3.
Together?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, my top 3. Oh, as in who I kissed.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Oh, Ace.
Period.
That's not fair. Bro.
You could push her. That's your girl.
No, for real.
Okay, it'll be Ace. I'll give number 2 to Cierra. And 3, there's no other kisses that really stood out to me when I think about it.
You ain't like
maybe
Austin.
Chris. I'll give Chris.
Oh, Chris over
Yeah.
Austin. Okay.
Oh yeah, Casa.
Top 3.
Nick. Apparently our kisses is very steamy. I see that all over the
Yeah.
internet.
You so cute. That smile.
Thank you. He makes me giggly. Nick, I have to say Ace too, because me and Ace have kissed a few times. I would have to say Jeremiah. Jeremiah's kisses.
you guys
is
took
actually
kisses
really
I
good.
together.
actually
Y'all did
did
kiss.
like Jeremiah on the show. I was sad when he got removed.
Yeah.
I really was. I thought he was really good on the show and seemed like a cool dude. So I was sad when he left. If you had to couple up with someone else in the final week, who would it have been?
Take it away.
No, that's messy.
Forced.
Who was left?
Not even if they were left.
Just anyone. Anyone else.
Oh, probably Chris, if I'm being honest.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris is handsome.
Yeah.
A gentle giant.
Chris too. Both of y'all, Chris. Yes, yeah. Chris was very cute. He was not carrying that girl. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 2, they fumbled hard. How much do you think your man regrets how he handled things at Casa?
Oh, 0.
Yeah.
I don't think Ace did anything in Casa but explore and
Yeah.
not that much. Yeah.
Do you think Taylor regretted anything?
Probably not. I mean, they obviously
Yeah.
have a genuine connection. He
Yeah.
is with the girl that he truly likes, and I respect that. So I don't think he regrets anything. And he shouldn't. That's what we're there for.
Do you regret anything?
No, honestly,
Not exploring.
I
in
did
Casa.
I did explore. I tried to talk to as many people as possible, but it's just
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you did. What was that boy name?
Zach.
Zach. Yeah, he was very cute.
Yeah, he was cute.
He was very cute. He was confusing me. I always wanted some kisses and stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, I told you guys, I'm a slow burner,
Yeah,
which is why I was confused on why he picked me, because
Yeah.
I'm a slow burner, but you
You
asked
said
me for
that.
a kiss
Yeah.
on day 2. That doesn't make sense.
He just knows he's fine.
Yeah.
It's hard when they know that.
Right.
Okay, this is the last one. During the Stand on Business Challenge, do you think Huda had a reasonable response?
No.
Continue.
Oh.
Expand.
I mean, the apology stuff, like that's reasonable. Like you're trying to take accountability and stuff. Just the explanation is like apology, but so the explanation of things, it just didn't make sense. It would have just been better to just be like, sorry, that's it. To try to get me to understand why, it was just like beyond me. Because it's like, it's not like it's a legit good reason, So that's all.
You, same thing? Or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing to add. All right. Girls, they really had to pull me away from you two. Because that is how much I've enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Y'all are absolutely lovely. Girl, I really loved hanging with y'all. And I hope that everything goes good at the reunion. And,
of course.
When you guys get a chance to watch the show, despite whatever America says, I hope that you know that you really were wonderful. You really were.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully they see this and see that. Because we were actually there. Y'all only get, like she said, like the
hour
business.
within 24 hours.
Exactly. So like,
in our days. So and also it's an experience that no one can ever like understand unless you're living it out. Like I said, anyone could have sat down with me and told me this is exactly how it goes, this is gonna happen, whatever, and you still won't understand until you're actually there. So
But I'll be honest, love shows itself in weird ways. And one thing I've learned being in the public eye for many years is honestly, sometimes that hate is really love.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel it. You don't want to see the comments. You don't want it. But honestly, if they don't say it, then you ain't on their mind.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, thanks, boo.
Exactly.
A little bit.
You're absolutely right. Yes, absolutely.
Thanks.
Glad you think about me.
Exactly. Thank you for coming on, baby. This is Keke Palmer. Girl.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my gosh, girls. I remain a proud lover of Chelley, and I'm rooting for Olandria to find someone who deserves all of her greatness, whether that's Nick or someone new. We'll see. Yes, we tune in for the romance and the drama, duh. But let's be real. One of the best parts of Love Island is the friendships. And while not all of them are 100% real, when they are, they hit. Couples come and go, but your girls are forever, baby. I don't know about y'all, but I'm already counting down the days till the Villa reopens next summer. Until then, it's your girl.
Baby, this is Keke.